Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. This video is going to be an update for the Wednesday online campaign that I've been running. This, I believe, is recap number 14. Either way, it's the party's hunting a dinosaur, so it's the Dino Hunt Part 2. So they're in front of where we last left off in Part 1, they're in front of a giant poo pile. Think that Triceratops poo pile from the first Jurassic Park movie. And the difference is this one would be a carnivorous poo pile, so the smells are a little different, but the effects are the same. They spend some time trying to determine how old the poo is, and then they begin trying to figure out where the tracks are and which direction he went from here. After figuring that out, they follow it for a bit and the trail crosses the river. They head downstream until they find some fresh tracks coming back out of the river. They encounter a clearing with a big hippo corpse, and a big chunk's been taken out of it. It has a bunch of hyenas or wild dogs eating about it. And the party tries to sneak around the clearing just to avoid the encounter itself. And enough party members failed their stealth check that all of a sudden half of the dogs stop eating and start watching the party until they're out of the clearing, moving away. They continue to follow the trail for a while, and night begins to fall. They make camp. They decide that it's going to be a cold camp. So as they set up watch, they have their cold camp set up, so there's no fire or anything. The first watch, nothing happens. The second watch, I believe nothing happens until the third watch. At this point, the dinosaur attacks the party that's camping. The dinosaur's name is Daspletosaurus. It is the predecessor to the T-Rex, and it is shorter than the T-Rex. Not like super short, but short enough. So it runs in, and I had everybody roll for all their characters a d6 to determine how close they are to the dinosaur. And the dinosaur rolled a 6, so he attacked number 6. And that ended up being the druid's ape that was up in a tree. With the one attack, it dropped the ape down to the point where it would not want to continue to fight. And it fell out of the tree. So, with a very impressive exchange in the combat of hits and misses for 2 to 3 rounds, some very impressive failures as well as some very impressive criticals, the dinosaur had been dropped below half its health. This dinosaur started with over 100 hit points, and the party's level 1 for a reference point. So the party decides to keep attacking, of course, considering they had no more than the ape and like one other character had taken any real damage from this thing. So they keep pressing the attack, and they win initiative against it, since we roll initiative every round. So they go first, and they manage to take it from half its health down to barely in the double digits of health when it makes its retreat. The party chases after it after they heal a little bit and get their wits about them. I'm not sure that they waited for daybreak, but I believe they did, just so that it wouldn't have any other advantages under its belt. But they follow its trail, and after following its trail for a few hours, they come to a clearing with a stone ring. The stone ring looks very familiar to them, but it took them a second to visually identify it because it was completely covered in vines except for the center of the ring. There's lots of dino tracks in this area. That predecessor to the T-Rex. A lot of its tracks in the area. And they begin to figure out how old those tracks are. And that's where that adventure ended. Well, stay tuned for the next part to see how they finish the adventure. Until we all game again, guys.